Paraphrase Shakespeare, lend us your ears. We'll pay it back with interest.
Everything you want to hear from the voice of Cerritos College, WPMD on the Nets, where people make a difference.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Falcon Spotlight. I'm your host, Rob GF, and at this point, I would like my guests to please introduce themselves.
Good afternoon, Mark Flores, City of Lynwood Recreation Department Director.
Hi, Rob. Yeah, this is Jose Trejo, City of Lynwood Recreation and Community Service, a Deputy Director.
Cool. Now, tell me about your roles.
I'll let Mark start off.
Okay. Again, good afternoon, everybody. Mark Flores, Director of Recreation and Community Services for the City of Lynwood, and my role is basically to run the recreation and community services programming for the City of Lynwood. That includes all youth, adult, senior programming, as well as community-wide special events.
Yes, and this is Jose Trejo, and my role is manage the day-to-day operations of our department. That involves the personnel, as also the programming that's carried out by the personnel there in our 6 divisions that we oversee.
Cool. Tell me about the divisions.
Yes, we have an aquatics division that provides aquatic programming for kids, adults, and seniors. We have our youth service division, which provides programming for our teen population, as well as our we have pre-K classes that we offer there, and also camp programs that we offer there for kids of all ages up to 14 years of age. Also our sports division, where we offer traditional sports, as well as such as basketball, baseball, and soccer. We also offer clinics for those sports, as well as community events engaging kids in sports. We also have the senior division, which serves our senior population, and we provide transportation programs for them, meals programs for them, enrichment classes such as art classes, exercise classes, and just programs to engage and provide a more active senior community there in our city. We have our Bateman Hall division, which is our rental facility, which allows our communities a place where they can come to celebrate their special occasions. And I think in the administration division, which oversees the personnel and all the HR matters of the department.
So a lot of different, levels in there.
Yes.
When did you guys get your start in the city?
I think Jose and I had very similar starts in our careers in the recreation field. I myself was a park rat. I participated as a youth in all the youth sports, and basically year-round I was at the park, being soccer, basketball, baseball, and other activities available at the park. And once I got to working age, I was well-known in the park, and I was offered a job. And from there, it snowballed into a career.
Yeah, very similar. During our high school years, we were approached by the park supervisors at the time, and then said, "Hey, Jose, how would you like to be part of our sports program and help coach some of our little league teams here?" And that was the beginning of what's been more than 20 years now.
Oh. So, to start, what are the minimum qualifications when you're trying to get into the department?
At the very entry level, we have what's called the recreation leader, and that's the entry level position. That's pretty standard in the industry, no matter what city you go to. And basically, you just need to be of working age. It is a minimum wage job, but it's very flexible job, which makes it very very appealing, especially to college students, because you get a lot of unique opportunities, even though it's not the highest paying entry level opportunity. You get a very flexible schedule, which college students need, and as well as you get exposed to a lot of different interests, be it working with kids, working with adults, working with community, facilities management. It really runs the gamut.
Cool. And I know that I believe you have like certain points in the year that it's even more busy than usual, right?
Our summer season tends to be the peak season, although we do operate year round. We're hardly ever closed. I believe the only 2 days we are closed is Christmas Day and New Year's Day. Every other day of the year, we do operate some type of programming. So yeah, we stay very, very busy throughout the year. But summer is the peak season. We have all of our major sports operating. Our swim program is operating, and as well as major citywide special events such as the July 4th and other summer concerts in the park or farmers market, and the list goes on and on. But summer does tend to be our peak season.
Tell me about 4th of July. What's that like?
Well, it's a family celebration event. You know, it's an opportunity for Lynwood families to come out and enjoy, the 4th of July celebration with a fireworks show. And what better way to celebrate our Independence Day through just family and friends. So, yeah, we put out a fireworks show at Lynwood City Park. And we bring out food vendors, some entertainment. We have a lot of kid activities that we do. We try to secure a professional carnival out there for the community that is out there for the weekend. So it's certainly an atmosphere that's entertaining and plenty to do for the family. So that's ultimately the goal of the 4th of July event is to provide an event that's just going to be a place where families can gather and come out and enjoy, like I said, the fireworks show. So, and it's been great. We get over 10,000 plus residents to come out and visitors to enjoy it. So it's been certainly one of our highlights in the city for the last since its inception.
Excellent. We'll be right back after these public service announcements.
People don't much listen to the radio on the radio anymore. They listen on their desktops, they listen on their laptops, they listen on their tablets, and mostly they listen on their cell phones. You can hear WPMD on great streaming sites like TuneIn and Streema and Radio Shaker, and now you can listen to the place where people make a difference on our new WPMD app. It's free and ready for you to download. Just go to appcatch.com, that's appcatch.com, search for WPMD, then hit launch, and you're with us. It'll work on your iPhone, your Android, your BlackBerry, your iPad. You can take WPMD with you wherever you go, whenever you go. The WPMD app. One more reason why WPMD on the net is the place where people make a difference.
Kids witness bullying every day. They want to help, but they don't know how. There are safe, simple ways your child can help stop bullying. Teach your kids the 5 bystander tips. Number 1, tell a trusted adult, like a family member, teacher, or coach. Number 2, help the person being bullied get away from the situation. Number 3, be a friend to the person being bullied. Number 4, set a good example. Do not bully others. Number 5, don't give bullying an audience. Visit stopbullying.gov to learn more safe, simple ways your child can be more than just a bystander. A message from the Ad Council.
Today in school, I learned a lot. In chemistry, I learned that no one likes me. In English, I learned that I'm disgusting. And in physics, I learned that I'm a loser.
Today in school, I learned that I'm ugly and useless. And in gym, I learned that I'm pathetic and a joke. In history, I learned that I'm trash.
Today in school, I learned that I have no friends.
In biology,
In English, I learned that I
I
make
learned
people
that I'm fat and
sick.
stupid.
And at lunch, I learned that I sit on my own because I smell.
That I'm a loser.
In chemistry, I learned that no one likes
In
me.
biology,
Chemistry,
I learned that I'm fat and stupid. And in math, I learned that I'm trash.
The only thing I didn't learn in school today
The only thing I didn't learn today
the only thing I didn't learn
It's why no one ever helps.
Kids witness bullying every day. They want to help, but they don't know how. Teach them how to stop bullying and be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Falcon Spotlight. I'm your host, Rob GF, here at WPMD Studios, located at Cerritos College, Norwalk, California. Now I'm here back with my guests, and, I was speaking of the subject of, bullying as well. Sometimes students, kids, they want to go ahead and have, something to keep their self-esteem up. And, I think it's a great thing, that you guys have so many things that the youth can join. Is there anything that helped you when you were, in the K through 12 system and in college? What did you guys like to do?
Well, obviously play sports. We tried our hand at a bunch of different sports. I think we both ended up liking baseball the most. But what the biggest lesson learned was teamwork, being able to work in a team environment that's applicable across any career that you do. You learn to deal with different personalities, different talent levels, in different environments, pressure, high pressure, low pressure, while having a good time. And that's the biggest lessons that we learned during our upbringing and participating in a team sports environment.
Cool. So after high school or during high school, did you automatically know what you wanted to do?
This is Jose. For me, high school, I was really involved with in baseball, and so, for me, that was a sort of a way of sort of keeping me focused, and until it was a goal for me to get into college and to be able to play baseball, and so that's certainly what was sort of the motivating factor there. It provided me a lot of opportunities. Not only with being able to play on some good teams, including here at Cerritos College. I played here during my high school year. I was a Bird then before I had the opportunity to become a Falcon here for 1 year. But yeah, those sort of opportunities I think were very instrumental in my growth, and not only as a player, but also in my career and school. So, yeah, baseball for me was very big, and certainly opened a lot of doors for me as I was able to move up and ultimately play some college ball. Didn't work out, but certainly a lot, kept me in school and ultimately finishing school.
And as for me, this is Mark. As for me, I had ideas of what I wanted to do, but nothing concrete where I knew I wanted to be in a particular field. I wanted to try marketing, advertising, that type of field. So I studied marketing in college, and I found that it's really helped me in my current profession. In the study of marketing, you learn about how and why people make decisions, most people relate it to a purchasing decision. But I found that in what we do, we're always selling something, an idea, a concept, a program. Come to this. And we need to figure out why or what's going to be a motivating factor in someone deciding to participate in our programs or sell a proposal that we are offering to the community, to council members, to our city manager, and on and on and on. So I found that my ultimate chosen field of study really has helped me in my current career.
Cool. So which degrees do you have?
Go ahead, Mark.
Okay. I have a marketing degree from Loyola Marymount University, a bachelor's.
Cool.
This is Jose, and I have a bachelor's degree in sociology from UCR, University of Riverside.
Cool. Now, I know that sometimes the college life, oftentimes, not everybody can afford their books, or sometimes, they want a little extra spending cash. Were you always working while going to school?
This was yes, that was a must. Having certainly side jobs to be able to put food in the fridge. So yes, a lot of even in college, I had the opportunity to work in as event staff for the Coliseum and the Rose Bowl. I also was doing work at in the City of Lynwood Recreation Department, and doing some of the side things that are available there, such as like refereeing and officiating sporting events. So all those things that are allow me to put some money in my pocket and sort of get me through the little things. They're not the little things, the big things, the food, the things that I just weren't able to sort of complete with what some of the aid I was receiving. But it's a must. It was a must to have one or two part-time jobs while attending school.
And same thing with me. Very similar background again to Jose. We don't come from families that had a lot of means when we were coming up, so it did necessitate us to have side jobs. And again, same thing. I kept my position as a recreation leader with the City of Lynwood. I did event staffing on campus and other side jobs as they came along, and that really helped us make it through.
Cool. Now, how did you balance time management? I know that sometimes, especially during midterms and finals, it gets a little stressful.
Just thinking about it now, as you ask this question, is like, I don't know if you're really putting a lot of thought into it. You just make it happen. You have finals, you got to work, and you got practice, and you just make it happen. Somehow you work it out, whether it's a few nights where you're putting in 1 or 2 hours of sleep, but that 1 week is certainly what's gonna what you need to do just to make things happen, and be able to feel good about going into a test, and just also your commitments with your work. So I don't know. So I really don't know how all that how I made that happen. Other than it just happened.
Yeah, and this is the first time I really thought about it. But again, like Jose said, I think at that point, at that age, when you're in the moment, you're not really thinking about it. You just make it happen. Obviously, you don't have your quote unquote adult responsibilities yet of families and careers and those things that will soon take up a lot of your time, and you just make it happen. I think as a college student, you have that freedom to adjust your schedule as needed to make it happen.
One of the unique things about being a city employee, I believe, you guys are constantly having to go to workshops and stuff and get certifications like first aid and stuff. Tell me about all the types of stuff that usually city employees have to go through.
It used to be the case where we were able to train all of our staff and everything that came along, first aid, other specialized training. Like the big thing now is emergency incident management. But as city budgets across California and the nation have been reduced more and more, especially here in California with the loss of redevelopment agencies, there's been less money for that. So a lot of the times we really have to be choosy with what we send our staff to, and it's really gotten down to I know Jose and I have pay for our own training because we know it's needed to do our jobs well. But with that, you have everything from your basic first aid, CPR classes to right now. The hot training is the emergency incident management with FEMA and other disaster management agencies here in California.
Yes, and with some of those challenges Mark is mentioning, a lot of working with our neighboring cities and even outside of this the region here. Cities are doing are working together to put workshops and trainings through some of the recreational industries that societies that are established to help assist us. So through those societies, we've been able to be able to send our staff get the training they need and establish networking opportunities. And collaborations with projects. So those close relationships are things that are really making a difference now in terms of giving the exposure that our staff needs, just so they can get perspectives on what other cities are doing and how we can improve our programming. And Mark's been a member of a lot of those organizations, and he'll talk about that.
Yeah, some of those agencies are the Southern California Municipal Athletic Federation, which is an industry group dedicated to collaborations among cities in Southern California. Then we have the California Parks and Recreation Society on the state level, which is actually having a conference later this week, which a lot of our colleagues are attending. And unfortunately, Jose and I, again, due to budget restraints, will not be able to attend that conference. We're going to have to wait till next year when it comes back down to Long Beach. And then you have on the national scale, the National Recreation and Parks Association, which I am also a member of.
Pretty cool. You guys have a lot of different things, branched within. I know that I guess when people read recreation, I guess they think of just doing outside activities and stuff like that. But you guys have a ton of stuff.
Yeah, there's really a lot more to it. Yeah.
I know that sometimes I believe one time I noticed there was flyers, and I think even the youth center had I think karate and a bunch of other random types of classes. How does that come about when those type of classes are created?
Well, it's through these are through independent instructors who approach either through recruitment or approach the city with a proposal to do a class in the city. These are fee-based classes. And so, yes, we've been able to sort of expand through the use of these independent instructors to be able to, provide a variety of classes that are appealing to the youth, seniors, and our adults. And our goal is to evaluate those classes annually and see how these classes are performing, and is the interest there, so that we're able to continue to offer classes that are exciting and appealing to the community. So, yeah, karate's one of the classes, that's housed there at the youth center, but we also have a number of dance classes and fitness classes. We just recently opened up a Legos class for kids 6 and up. And so, these are some of the classes that, whether it's the arts, the fitness, the dance, performing, that we want to certainly be able to offer to the community. So yeah, we welcome proposals from anybody who's willing and able to provide a service that they believe they can teach others. And this is recreation department is a way of starting and developing your classes and your skill and getting yourself out there to promote yourself.
Now, when it comes to like the sports leagues, like you were mentioning, Little League and basketball and all these other ones, like how are they organized? Like, is there different? I know that I believe there's separate age brackets that they're all like categorized and stuff.
Correct. Yes, with our youth basketball program is about 200 participants strong. It's been the largest we've had it in recent memory, and that is completely staff run. But with our soccer and baseball programs, our soccer program is affiliated with ASO, and our baseball softball program is affiliated with Pony Baseball. And those are run by independent volunteer boards, of which we provide professional assistance to them with regard to game scheduling, field and practice scheduling, and recruitment of participants. But for the most part, for those baseball, softball, and soccer programs, our independent boards operate those, and we just sit at the table with them and provide professional guidance.
Yeah, and those are nationally known affiliated organizations. So this is also an opportunity for our kids, to have opportunities to play into tournaments outside of the city. So this is an experience that they've enjoyed, having kids come through our program and have the opportunity to go outside the city and play and sort of represent the city, and just basically have that experience, I'm here representing my city, and I'm doing something I like to do. So that's something that's wonderful about these organizations.
Now, during the year, I believe you guys also had where I think the rec leaders can go to parks and tutor kids.
The mobile after school program.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's a program that allows us to sort of be able to reach kids in areas where we're not able to, we don't have a community center or a youth center that's nearby. So it allows us to go into their neighborhoods, set up, and provide, the community there tutoring services for kids who need help with their homework, and also expose them to the recreational side of whether it be free play, just kids coming out, socializing with one another, and enjoying a unstructured activity, and also structured activities, and also an opportunity where we able to provide field trips for them, and take them outside of the area. So the whole purpose of it is engaging kids after school, giving them a place where they can do something very constructive. So that's what we're able to do with the mobile program. That's one of the many services that we're able to provide for kids after school there in the city.
And that program came about based on the layout of the city of Lynwood. The main city park, Lynwood City Park, and City Hall are located almost dead center of the community, and most of our programs are based out of those two areas, which thereby only tends to attract people within walking distance of the middle of the city. But we had a great need on the outskirts of the city to the kids that live too far away to walk to the park or safely walk to the park. Even if they're able to get to the park, most of our programs close in the evening, and it's just not safe to have kids walking home, a mile or more at nighttime. So based on that need, we started taking the parks to them at community parks, pocket parks located throughout the city, and school campuses.
Now, another unique thing that I noticed is I believe you guys also have them visit, I believe, the middle schools during lunch?
Yes, that's a periodic program that we have with the Lynwood Unified School District in providing activities during the lunch hour, and that's just based on requests from the school. It's not a consistent ongoing program, but when the schools request it, we do our best to meet that need during the lunch hour.
That's pretty cool. Now, I was wondering, can you mention to our audience from when to when is summer day camp?
Summer day camp, we're just now getting ready to put all the information down, but it starts June 15th for Lynwood residents. That's the 1 week after the last day of school. And so it'll run for 10 weeks through the summer at the youth center. The hours are between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m., and this is for kids ages 13 and under, and it'll allow the camp, will offer field trips, meals for kids, and recreational and sporting activities for them to do during the summer. And the goal is to keep kids occupied and also provide them an experience where they can go back to school and say, hey, I did this at camp, at the Lynwood Summer Day Camp this summer. This is where I met my friend, and this is what we did this summer. So it's all about these summer experiences. So that's something that we're working hard right now to make sure we put an activity schedule that's going to be entertaining and exciting for the kids.
No, I think it's pretty unique that you guys worked your way up from like the very entry level positions. I was wondering, walk me through the roles. You went from recreation leader to what until you got to where you are now.
This is Jose. I started as a Hub City worker, as a ninth grader. When the opportunity came about, the city hired me as a recreation leader. I had an opportunity to work there a number of years and moved up to rec specialist, then eventually to rec coordinator, then supervisor, then the recreation superintendent, and to where I am now. As a deputy, I've been serving the city in this capacity for the last 8 years. So that's pretty much, I don't think I skipped a step there. That's pretty much starting out from the bottom to the top where I'm at. So I've been very happy that these opportunities have come about.
And I had a very similar climb up the ladder as Jose did, other than I started actually as a scorekeeper before I reached working age. So around 13, 14, I was scorekeeping baseball and basketball games for like $5 a game, which was a lot of money when you're 13, 14 years old. But again, I got hired as a recreation leader, moved up to a recreation specialist, and then a superintendent and deputy director, and I'm currently the director of the department.
And how many years do you have there, really?
A whole lot of years. Let's see, I'm on my 23rd year. Yes.
Cool. Now, also, in Lynwood, there's the tradition of the Christmas parade. Tell me about the role your departments play in the parade.
Well, our department has the role. We're entrusted with organizing that parade every year, including negotiating the contract with the parade production company, and actually 2 years ago, or was it last year?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah. Where we produce the whole parade ourselves due to budgetary constraints. We didn't have money to hire a parade production company at the time, but we handle everything from working in negotiating the contract with the parade production company to organizing or collaborating with the various vendors, security and sheriff's department, as well as the parade entries.
Right. We handle everything from traffic control to who's in the parade, and also making sure the script is there, and staffing for the parade route, and with regards to the formation and even the reception. We have a pre-parade reception that we do on where we allow our VIPs and our guests to meet our elected officials, come out and meet our elected officials, and just have them have their city council thank our guests for being part of the parade. So, yeah, we do take a very active role in making sure we coordinate with all the agencies that are involved in putting and helping us get the parade running.
Yeah, that parade sure does bring memories, especially because like some classes and stuff in high school, like they'll have you participate in it.
Yes, we highly encourage. Although we do try to attract your big names to the parade, people are going to attract. Names are going to attract the residents out to the parade. We do try as best as possible to balance that with the hometown feel of the parade. Because I know when I was a youth on baseball teams and soccer teams, we marched in the parade, and that's a very memorable experience for any young person to be in your hometown Christmas parade. So we do try our best to make sure that element is always present.
Now, I read, I believe, how was it? Oh, I was looking online, and all of a sudden I noticed, that we had like well-known people that, came from Lynwood, and apparently Weird Al was actually in the parade one time.
Yes, this is, I just don't recall exactly the year. It's been some time, but I know it was this release of his Lynwood album. So whatever year that was that he released that new album.
The Straight Out of Lynwood album.
Straight Out of Lynwood.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, we've had it. And he's a Lynwood High alumni. I don't know what class, other than I know because I remember seeing his name up on Mr. Morris's class. So
at Lynwood High School.
At Lynwood High School, yes. And he was also, I think, the valedictorian. So, yeah, he's definitely a Lynwood boy.
So how did you guys go about, like, when you're trying to get the bigger names and stuff? Like, how do you know that, like, the people that they came from Lynwood and stuff? Like, that was pretty cool.
Well, we work with our marketing division, but yeah, we basically, part of what we like to do is work with the schools, the school district, providing us some information on who we can sort of reach out to, and through press releases and some of the businesses who in the city who have contact with some of the bigger television and radio networks, and helping us do the reach out and getting some names out there that would be a good for the city's parade. So yeah, I think Mark can.
Yeah, it's a combination of that. Our personal contacts, as well as our members of our city council, always play a big part in that as well. As you know, they get to attend a lot of big events on city, state, and national levels. As a matter of fact, our mayor just spent some time at the White House last month. And with the contacts that they build over time and the privileges they get out of their position to attend certain types of events, they make contacts out of there. And that also is a part of attracting those big name people to the parade.
Yeah, we've been fortunate to have a lot of good people come out of Lynwood in terms of who've had some success. We have the gentleman who's playing for the Angels,
Navarro, Efrain Navarro.
Yeah, he's had the opportunity to be the marshal or the parade marshal for 1 year. Who else have we had that? Was it 3 years ago with the girls basketball team, the Lynwood High School girls basketball team, won state champ, and so that was an opportunity to honor them and recognize them at the parade. So we take those sort of opportunities of what's happening in the city to kind of bring those folks and highlight them in our parade. And it's just, one of those year-end celebrations. These are the folks that are doing great things.
Pretty cool. We'll be right back after these public service announcements.
Nothing better demonstrates an artist's ability to perform, to connect with his audience, than his work on stage. At the WPMD Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we bring you Roadwork. A series of great concerts, start to finish, uninterrupted, from the greatest names in rock and roll. All from the WPMD archives. Some haven't aired in years, some have never aired at all. And you have the best seat in the house, right in front of your speakers. Roadwork. Throughout the week, on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, on WPMD on the Net, where people make a difference.
Your mom always told you to go outside and get some fresh air. That was good advice, as usual. So go ahead, take a walk, or take a bike out for a spin instead of the car. By choosing alternate ways to go around, you'll not only feel better and save money, but you'll be doing your part to help reduce traffic congestion and air pollution. So keep it up, because it's all adds up for a cleaner air. Sponsored by Federal Highway Administration and WPMD on the Net, where people make a difference.
Hey, parents of children with asthma, here's the Breathe Easies with another one of your favorite hits.
Don't smoke in the house. Don't smoke in the house. Don't smoke around the kids in the house. Don't smoke in the car. Don't smoke in the house. Don't break my heart with your secondhand smoke in the kids. It can trigger the asthma.
Preventing asthma attacks can be as simple as making your home and car smoke-free zones. For more Breathe Easy tips to help stop asthma attacks, go to noattacks.org. Up next, well, what do you know? The Breathe Easies with another hit song, Vacuum Up the Floor.
Vacuum up the floor. Hey. Vacuum up the floor. Yeah. Vacuum up the floor. The asthma trigger is no more. You gotta vacuum up the furniture and vacuum in the cracks because the dander and the dust can give kids asthma attacks.
Simple steps can help your kids breathe easier. Vacuum up the floor to keep your house free of dust, dander, and dust mites. For more Breathe Easy tips to help stop asthma attacks, go to noattacks.org. Brought to you by the EPA and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Falcon Spotlight. I'm your host, Rob JF, here at Cerritos College, Norwalk, California, WPMD Studios. And I'm back here with my guests from the city of Lynwood. And I was wondering, I'm not sure if we mentioned it yet, but just in case, can you let our audience know about, the hours of operation within recreation and so forth?
Our business hours are Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. But we normally operate, our doors are open for activities from 7 a.m. till about 8, 9 p.m., depending on the night of the week.
And now Bateman Hall, it's like, for those that aren't aware, can you explain, the importance of Bateman Hall and what happens there?
Bateman Hall, what happens is this is a place where residents get to celebrate their special occasions, weddings, quinceañeras, birthday parties, anniversaries. It's a facility with an auditorium, and there's 2 rooms that are available for rental, and it also serves as a place where we provide a lot of our community groups an opportunity to have their meetings. It's where our Block Watch meets there on a monthly basis. Our Rotary clubs, our chamber, Greater Chamber of Commerce in the city of Lynwood. So this is a place of where people can come in and inquire about about renting the facility. Our auditorium is about a little over 3,000 square feet. It sits 500 people. We have 2 smaller rooms there that have a capacity of 150 people or so. So yeah, we're able to sort of accommodate large and small events. So and the facility's available 7 days a week, and most holidays, with the exception of Christmas Day and New Year's Day. So yeah, this is if you for information, go to the website www.lynwood.ca.us, and there's a link there where you can go to the menu and be able to get more information on how to make a reservation for our facility.
Now, it's always great, sometimes also to, put in some plugs out there as well. I was wondering if you guys have any upcoming events.
Oh, we always do. We always do. Again, like Jose said, please check our website for the latest information. But up next, we have a couple celebrations for Cesar Chavez Day at the end of the month on Saturday, March 28th. We're having a Lynwood City Park cleanup, a day of service in honor of Cesar Chavez Day. And on the actual Cesar Chavez Day, March 31st, Tuesday, we're having a ceremony at Lynwood City Park, which includes some light entertainment and some special guest speakers, again in recognition of Cesar Chavez Day. And then immediately after that, on Saturday, April 4th, we're having our citywide Easter program, and it's a fun-filled afternoon at Lynwood City Park that features our Easter egg hunt, which we break down by age groups, with special prizes for the kids that find the special eggs with the golden tickets inside of those, and also features an adult Easter egg hunt, which is also fun to watch the moms and the dads out there competing just like their kids are. And in Saturday, May 16th, in front of Lynwood City Hall, we're having our Community Arts Festival as well, and that runs from 10 to 3 p.m.
Cool. Now, I was wondering, so the positions that you currently hold, you guys have basically reached like the maximum amount of like promotions? Like these are the highest positions for your department?
Yes, from within the department, yes, that's correct.
Cool. So how did it feel when you guys got promoted to your current positions?
This is Jose. Certainly privilege, and knowing that it's a big responsibility. So yeah, certainly I was. It was just like, I'm gonna strap my boots and let's get the job done. And we've fortunately have gone through several years now of the budget being a big the biggest challenge. So for me going into when I started was how we're going to sort of get the team still moving and make some of the tough decisions that we had to make in order to sort of meet the city's ultimately mission and goals.
And again, just piggybacking off what Jose said, that we do feel very privileged to be granted the responsibilities that we've had, that we're currently entrusted with. But as far as a feeling, there never was a singular moment where you're celebrating inside, saying, yes, I made it. No, I think we've been very fortunate that the leaders before us, as we were on the way up, always entrusted us with a lot of responsibility, several levels above where we actually were. So there was not a big period of adjustment. We've always had these level of responsibilities in one way or at one time or another.
Now, being that you're in the positions that you are already, I know that, as you move up, you have like a ton of meetings and stuff. I was wondering, I noticed like there's like at like the city meetings, there's not just the council members, there's like all these other positions and stuff. What kind of meetings do you guys have to go to?
Oh, that's true. That's been one of the major changes in that we're not just doing like as I said, the boots on the ground type of work where we're in the trenches doing the work. Now, on top of that, we're going to community meetings, planning meetings, council meetings, you name it, we're there. And so that really challenges our time management skills because we spend a good part of our day instead of actually doing boots on the ground type of work. We're in planning meetings for upcoming events that we have all the time. So it really is a juggling act, and we really have to stay on top of our schedules and calendars to make sure we're able to accommodate all those demands for our time.
Now, being that we're at our last 5 minutes, I was wondering, what kind of piece of advice can you give people who may be interested, in getting involved with their community?
In recreation as a profession, or being providing community service?
Well, both. Also, what did you feel you gained, when you took on your roles, joined, Lynwood?
Well, I highly suggest the recreation field for anyone interested in any type of field, because as you know, it's not just passing out a ball in the gym and watching the kids play. It's a lot more intensive, and there's many deeper layers than that. And whatever field you're interested, from law to finance to public relations to social work, we have a little bit of all of that. I don't know if Jose, you want to add to that?
Yes, it's just a great opportunity, sort of, to develop a skill in whatever it is that you're looking at. A lot of our the young people that come in. They come in with aspirations of being a peace officer, a teacher, a coach, engineer, a lot of backgrounds. And so it's finding sort of, once you're there and you're given that opportunity, is now, what do I want to do next, and so we've been able to do that by giving opportunities to folks, whether it's marketing, okay, then we'll connect you to our marketing division. Whether it's, working in the office, so providing those opportunities, okay, we'll put you in an office setting. But, more than that, even volunteering opportunities, whether it's, you're a senior or in college and you just want to help out your community, you can do that by coming out to our center, the youth center, and giving some time to maybe tutor a group of kids. If you're good in math, if that's your thing, history, whatever it is, whatever subject matter it is, this is an opportunity for you to come in and sort of establish yourself with the department and also the community. Whether and also if you have an art skill, if you like art, you like drawing, and you want to start a class and teach a couple of kids about about your skill set. So this is, like I said, there's the opportunities are what you make of it. Some of the cleanup projects that Mark mentioned that are coming up. If you want to just give a day of service, help clean our park, come out. And those announcements are posted on our website. So, that's kind of a way to also stay in touch with the community is go to our website and see what's going on, and make those calls, to get information to our department. And so, you can make anything you want, if you just want to get engaged, and because our goal is just to integrate as many residents as we can into our programs.
There really is something for everyone. Like Jose said, are you interested in tutoring? We're always in need of coaches, park cleanup.
Helping our seniors. Our seniors are always looking for for folks to come in there, and then they have a senior facility, they have an exercise room, and if you have, perhaps you're into exercising, you want to help give a couple of our seniors some tips on what they can do to improve, how to become a little bit more active and what have you. So that there's an opportunity there. Visit our senior center and see what's going on and how you can perhaps offer something to them.
Well, I want to thank you for taking your time to be here on the Falcon Spotlight. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in to the Falcon Spotlight every Tuesday at 2 p.m. And I will be posting this on YouTube soon. So, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rob.